Welcome to Fenway Park on a beautiful summer night as the Red Sox welcome the Detroit Tigers to Fenway for the first of a three-game series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, tonight, Clay Buchholz takes the hill for the Red Sox. He last lost on July 14th against the Tampa Bay Rays, but his last two outings have been very good. He is 8-3 on the season. As we look back over those last two outings, he's really turning the corner on his season. Despite picking up two no decisions, he allowed just 10 hits and 2 runs in 15 innings. He pitched 8 innings for the third time this season on the 19th against the White Sox. Followed that up with 7 innings against the Texas Rangers on Tuesday. He's not allowed a homer in his last 3 starts and has allowed just 5 over his last 11. He's also lowered the ERA to below 5 for the first time this season. We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, the Red Sox able to take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees in a big weekend for Pedro Ciriaco.
He's had a great run against the New York Yankees. There's no question about that, Don. 2 series against the Yankees so far this season. 11 for 22, 500. Couple of doubles, a triple, 6 runs batted in, 3 stolen bases, and has scored 7 runs. Was a big part of the win last night. Ciriaco in the lineup again tonight. Mike Avila's battling turf toe. He's going to be at shortstop. I'll tell you, the Red Sox got a lot more out of this guy, I think, than they expected. We knew he played well in spring training, but I don't think they anticipated that he would play this well at the major league level. He has been absolutely outstanding against big teams, the Yankees. Hopefully he can continue that against the Detroit Tigers.
Well, the Red Sox opening up this long homestand, and tonight they deal with Max Scherzer, who's on the mound. Back on May 31st, he gave up a home run to Jared Saltalamacchia, who's the DH tonight. We'll come back and take a look inside the Tigers' numbers right after this. Sox and Tigers. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, the Tigers come to town. The Red Sox saw them in the opening series of the year, and they were on fire to begin the year. Right now, they're a game and a half back of the Chicago White Sox in the American League Central, and this year started off as a struggle for them. But in fact, this year they've gotten better every month, and this month has been terrific for Detroit. The Tigers have climbed up in the standings with a 16-8 record this month, their best month so far this season. After being as many as 5 games out of first last month, the Tigers actually moved back into first last week before dropping 4 of 6 on the first 2 stops of this current lengthy trip. The main reason for their improvement has been the pitching. 3.71 earned run average and a 2.46 opponent average are the lowest of any month. It also continues a trend that has seen the ERA drop every month so far this season. Well, the Tigers just dropped 2 out of 3 to the Toronto Blue Jays north of the border, and tonight they send Max Scherzer to the mound here against the Red Sox in tonight's action. Scherzer is 10-5 with a 4.49 ERA, lifetime 1-0 here at Fenway. We're back with the first pitch right after this. AT&T, Kia Motors, Dunkin' Donuts, your New England's website for deals by Toyota.com, and by Southwest Airlines. Well, the Red Sox glad to be home, and they begin a lengthy homestand tonight on a beautiful night from Fenway Park. The lights are on as the sun starts to set off to the left, and the Red Sox getting back early this morning after late night baseball in the Bronx last night, as the Red Sox were able to take 2 out of 3 from the New York Yankees, as the Red Sox landed at 305 this morning after last night's contest. And on a good note is they take 2 out of 3 from New York, and Bobby Valentine's Red Sox heading into this 3-game series against the Tigers. And Jerry, something to build on perhaps this weekend against the Yankees.
Well, you certainly hope so, Don. You know, we've been through this before. They've won a couple of games, 2, 3, 4 in a row, and all of a sudden it goes back the other direction. So hopefully this weekend was a building block for the Red Sox against a very good Yankee ball club that has a huge lead in the American League East. Come back home for this long homestand and play good baseball, and go on that 2-week run that we've been talking about all along, and see where that, see where they end up after that.
Well, coming up tonight, as the Red Sox and Tigers begin the series, Jenny Dell caught up with Justin Verlander, of course, the starter in the All-Star game this year, the American League, Cy Young Award winner and MVP last year. Also have Ask Jerry, which is extremely popular. Orioles-Yankees update will get you caught up on that action coming to you from Yankee Stadium as the Yankees continue their homestand against the Orioles, who are tied for second in the American League East to start the night, as Freddie Garcia goes tonight for New York. That gentleman there, he is going for Boston tonight. Clay Buchholz cooling off after warming up in the bullpen, and he is going to get the start tonight and be matched up against Max Scherzer.
2 guys in this ball game tonight pitching very, very well right now. Scherzer and Buchholz should be a very interesting matchup tonight at Fenway Park.
We'll also keep you abreast of Daisuke Matsuzaka's start tonight. He is starting for the Pawtucket Red Sox. We'll keep you updated on that as the Red Sox take the field tonight. As they do, let's check out the visiting Detroit Tigers starting 9. Their lineup is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Leading it off in center field is Austin Jackson, with Quentin Berry in left field. Miguel Cabrera, third base, bats third, with Prince Fielder at first base. The All-Star Delman Young is the DH, who bats fifth, with Brennan Bosch in right field. Johnny Peralta at shortstop bats seventh. Alex Avila does the catching, he bats eighth. And Omar Infante comes back to the Tigers. He is at second base and bats ninth. On the mound for the Red Sox, the starting pitcher is brought to you by the experienced Buick New England Sweepstakes is Clay Buchholz. He is 18th start of the year. He's 8-3 with a 4.93 earned run average, 73 strikeouts in 107 2/3 innings. He has an opponent batting average of .275 coming into tonight's action. Mentioned 2 straight no decisions last time out against Texas, pitching great. 7 innings against that potent Rangers offense, giving up just 1 run, but a no decision.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are 6th in the American League with 59 errors in 102 games. Will Middlebrooks will be at third base. Pedro Siriaco, the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second, and Adrian Gonzalez at first. Left to right, Kyle Crawford, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Ryan Sweeney. And Kelly Shopik doing the catching for Clay Buchholz.
Umpiring crew tonight, Larry Vanover has a plate calling the balls and strikes, with Angel Campos at first base, Jerry Lane at second base, and Vic Carapazza is the umpire at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
The breeze blowing out, it appears, here at Fenway Park. Out to left at 13 miles per hour to start the game. 78 degrees here in Boston. You see the last rays of sunshine on the bleachers, and more of the same expected tonight. Right now, not a cloud in the sky. Blue skies above, and the lights are on for this first game of the 3-game series between the Red Sox and the Tigers. And the Red Sox happy to be home, where they will be now for the next 10 days, as the Red Sox will start here against the Tigers, and the Minnesota Twins will be in for 4 games before the Texas Rangers wrap up the last 3 games of the series. The standings to start the night: Red Sox are 9.5 back of the New York Yankees after winning the last 2 against New York. They dropped the first game on Friday night. Toronto Blue Jays are a half game better. Tampa Bay and Baltimore are tied at 7.5 back. And as we mentioned earlier, The Orioles are at Yankee Stadium tonight for game 1 of that series. So here we go as Austin Jackson makes his way to the home plate area. Quick turnaround for the Red Sox here tonight, ready to go in game 1 of this series. And leadoff hitter for the Tigers, Austin Jackson, stands in. Tigers get into Boston just as the Red Sox and Yankees were starting last night at 8 o'clock. And Jackson at .317, 10 homers, 46 runs batted in. First pitch of the ball game will miss for ball 1, and we are underway. Buchholz 1-1 in his career against Detroit with a 3.83 earned run average. Here at Fenway, he's 0-1, but this is a high fly ball for Jackson out to deep left center field. Ellsbury going back, looking up, and it is gone. Home run for Austin Jackson on the second pitch of the ball game, and the Tigers take a 1-0 lead off to a fast start tonight.
Home run number 11 on the season for Austin Jackson. He's having a very good year. .317 hitter coming into the game. He gets the fastball from Buchholz. They wanted to go inside. He got the inside corner, but Jackson takes it on top of the wall for the home run. Home run number 11 for Austin Jackson.
New career high for Austin Jackson. First home run that Clay Buchholz has given up in the last 4 games. And another tough beginning, another first inning in which a Red Sox starter gives up a quick run or more, as Buchholz gives up a home run to the first batter that he faces tonight in Austin Jackson. Scherzer's got a lead even before he takes the hill. Quentin Berry, the batter, left fielder for the Tigers. He's swinging a foul that evens the count at 1-1. Berry at .286, 2 homers and 22 runs batted in. That'll miss inside. Tigers coming into tonight's action, game and a half back of the White Sox in the American League Central. I think most thought that the Tigers would run away with the Central this year to begin the year, but as we showed you off the top, a slow beginning despite the great series they had against the Red Sox, but they have gotten better every month and playing pretty good baseball as they come into this last week of July.
Well, when we saw them to open the season, we didn't think they'd lose a game all season long. And there they are, a game and a half behind the Chicago White Sox. Comfortable lead over the Indians, who are in 3rd place.
Berry now drives it to left, and this will grab some wall. About halfway up as Crawford plays the carom. Throw to second base is not going to be in time. It's a wall ball double for Quentin Berry. And a fast start for the Tigers tonight.
Now, Quentin Berry has never faced Clay Buchholz before. That's his first at bat against Buchholz. He gets the fastball away, and he takes it to the opposite field. Right off the top of the scoreboard, thrown in by Crawford, but not in time, and a double for Berry. So a home run and double to lead off this ball game against Clay Buchholz.
Here's Miguel Cabrera, hitting at .324, 25 homers, 83 runs batted in. American League All-Star squad once again for him. 3rd time with the Tigers. 7th time that he has been an All-Star selection. Most coming as a member of the Florida Marlins, as they were known then, as Buchholz bluffs off the backside, no throw. Cabrera topping the American League with 131 hits and 234 total bases. Tied for 4th in doubles with 28. With runners in scoring position, as he has one right now, hitting at .345 in that category on the year. Earlier this season, earlier this week, I should say, got his 300th home run. That's the White Sox solo shot off Philip Umber. 1-0 is back to Buchholz, who'll look the runner back at second and throw to first. Able to make the pick on a hot shot right back at him.
Yeah, very nice play for Clay Buchholz. That ball was down low to the ground, and he's able to make the play, check the runner at second base, hold him, and then go to first base to get the out. So they get the out. They do not advance the runner from second base.
One down, runner at second for Prince Fielder. Fielder an all-star as well. Fourth career all-star team. Third start. As he takes strike one. Sitting at 400 with runners in scoring position, but overall at 305, 16 homers, 72 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to Prince Fielder.
Good changeup right there by Buchholz, down and away from Fielder. Got to keep your eye at Berry at second base. Berry at second base has 15 steals, has not been caught this season.
In the dirt and knocked down by Shopik. Now, Prince Fielder has now played in 284 consecutive games dating back to 2010. Marks the longest active streak in the majors. Swing and a miss as Fielder, as he gets away from Shop, is going to try to reach at first. Here's the throw, and it gets him at first base. To third goes Berry, with now 2 down in the inning. First strikeout for Buchholz.
And the strikeout comes on the changeup again. That time it got away from Kelly Shopik. Couldn't find it right away. And by the time he does, he has to rush to throw Prince Fielder out at first base. With first base unoccupied, Fielder can go down in that direction. But they do get it there in time to get him.
So 2 down, runner at third base. Delman Young, the batter, the DH. Young takes ball one. 267 for Young, 11 homers, 42 runs batted in. Trying to do some 2-out damage here for the Tigers in the first. Foul back, and it's 1-1.
Well, off the ricochet. Kind of slowed it up a little bit for him, didn't it?
Just a tad. To short, and Siriaco plays the hop, fires to first for the out that ends the inning. So the damage ends up minimal, but a leadoff home run for Austin Jackson as the Tigers on top 1-0. Austin Jackson has given the Tigers a 1-0 lead thanks to his leadoff home run in the top of the first inning. A lead for Max Scherzer. Starting pitcher brought to you by the experienced Buick New England Sweepstakes. Scherzer's 21st appearance of the year, 10-5, 4.49 earned run average, 116 1/3 innings, 142 Ks, and last time out a win against the Cleveland Indians. 7 innings, giving up only 2 runs. He punched out 8 and walked 4 as Jacoby Ellsbury leads it off here in the bottom of the first inning. Ellsbury at 267 since his return off the DL, a home run, 4 runs batted in. That's a strike, 1-1. Saw the fastball from Scherzer at 95 miles an hour.
Also throws a very effective slider and a changeup.
That's a little low, and it is 2-1 to Ellsbury. Scherzer at Fenway Park in 2 outings, 1-0 with a 2.92 ERA. Swinging a foul tip, 2-2. Since the beginning of the 2010 season, Scherzer has fanned 500 batters with the Tigers. 3rd among American League pitchers. Over 8 strikeouts per 9 innings during that stretch. And the pitch will miss down low. Full count, so we got to look at that slider. 3-2 pitch to Ellsbury. Jams him as he fouls it back at 96.
And Jacoby in his career against Scherzer, 2 for 3 with a home run. Running the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And his first at bat tonight.
Ellsbury fouls off another. Fastest pitch thrown by Scherzer yet at 97.
Yeah, he can go from 91 to 97. We've already seen it in this at bat. His first fastball was 91. The last one, as Don mentioned, 97. Good job by Jacoby fouling off that changeup. After a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, back to a changeup. It's a good pitch right on the corner, and he fouls it off.
9th pitch of the at-bat coming up for Jacoby Ellsbury. And Ellsbury works the walk. Down to first base he goes. Let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup. It's brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. We just saw Ellsbury leading off in center field with Carl Crawford in left field batting second. Dustin Pedroia at second base. Adrian Gonzalez at first base. Will Middlebrooks at third. Jared Saltalamacchia in there tonight as the DH. Means both catchers are in the lineup. Ryan Sweeney in right. Kelly Shopping does the catching. He bats 8th. And Pedro Siriaco at shortstop bats 9th. Mike Aviles battling some turf toe problems. And Siriaco, who's been red hot, obviously, with his weekend against the Yankees, back in there for Boston again tonight. Carl Crawford hitting at .231 coming into tonight's action. Drives one out towards deep left center field. Back goes Austin Jackson at the wall. It's off the wall. Ellsbury is going to try and score from first base. He won't have a problem. Crawford's into third with an RBI triple, and the game is tied 1-1.
Well, Kyle Crawford was only 2 for 17 on that last road trip, and he gets that fastball right over the middle of the plate and takes it to the opposite field off the wall. The ball's going to get by Austin Jackson, and once that happens, no problem for Ellsbury to score all the way from first.
First triple of the year for Crawford. He's at third base with nobody out. Game tied very quickly by the Red Sox here in the bottom of the first inning.
There is Dustin Pedroia. And he takes strike one. Pedroia 3 for 11. The series against New York, went 0 for 4 in last night's action. On the ground up the middle, ranging is Peralta. His play is at first. He makes it, but the Red Sox take the lead. Crawford from third puts Boston on top, 2-1. RBI number 37 of the year for Pedroia.
Early in the ball game, infield playing back for the Tigers with the exception of Prince Fielder at first base. There's the slider, and right back up the middle goes Dustin Pedroia. Good range shown by Johnny Peralta, the shortstop, to get the out, but the Red Sox get the lead.
One out for Adrian Gonzalez. The 296, 10 homers, 62 runs batted in. Takes a strike over the outside corner. He was 6 for 13 in the series against New York. And 2 for 4 in last night's action. After the breaking ball and fouls it off, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Gets it by Adrian at 98 that time. Scherzer, a little extra, picks up his first strikeout of the night.
Let's look at the Tigers defense. They had ninth in the league. Cabrera at third base, Peralta the shortstop, Infante at second, and Fielder the first baseman. Left to right, Berry, Jackson, and Bosch, and Avila doing the catching for Scherzer. Had to decide to go away with the fastball. Shook off a couple of pitches, or a couple of locations, I should say. They wanted to go away, and that's how they pick up the strikeout on Gonzalez.
Even 300 average for Will Middlebrooks coming into tonight's action. 12 homers. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1-1. He's 45 runs batted in. Middlebrooks 4 for 11 in the series against New York. Singled in the 10th inning as part of the comeback victory for the Red Sox. Got hit on the hand, and of course Bobby Valentine and Josh Beckett checked it from the contest. All that also hit the home plate umpire Brian O'Nora, which made it even harder for the home plate umpire to make the call. Is check swing, they'll check. He didn't go, says Angel Campos, first base umpire.
I watched it on TV. It seems like the only guy that could have made the proper call would have been the first base umpire.
Scherzer wanted that as he backpedals up the mound. Full count now with 2 outs. On the ground down the third baseline, it'll go foul. Well, the Red Sox leading the American League teams with a 16-9 record against the American League Central Division this season. They are 35-42 against the rest of baseball, but again 16-9 against the AL Central. Strike 3 call. Back-to-back strikeouts for Scherzer, but the Red Sox get 2 runs. Take a 2-1 lead after 1.
tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. With every ticket purchased via the special offer, you'll receive a complimentary Fenway Frank and soda. Go to RedSox.com to get your family packs ticket special today. Just to be clear, that is a complimentary Fenway Frank and soda.
Well, you were busy waving on TV.
Reading a promo and waving. Not easy. Brennan Bosch leads it off here in the second inning. He lifts the fly ball out to left center field, overcomes Carl Crawford. And Crawford makes a catch first out of the second inning. Well, Twitter users, if you follow NESN and include hashtag AskJerry in your tweets, Jerry may have an answer for your question tonight on the air during the game. Red Sox baseball on NESN. Be a part of it.
It's been a while since we've had that segment.
And now is a good time. You got the trade deadline tomorrow. You got a lot of pressing issues over the weekend. So it's a fantastic time to ask Jerry some very tough questions. Johnny Peralta bats with one out. And a ground ball right side. Pedroia to one knee. 2 down in the inning. I want to remind you this copyright telecast presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. 2 outs in the second. Alex Avila coming up. The Tigers catcher. 238, 6 homers, and 27 runs batted in. Five in a row retired by Clay Buchholz. That's strike one to Avila. Next half inning, as we promised, Jenny Dell was able to catch up with Cy Young Award winner and MVP Justin Verlander. 0-1 to Avila. That'll miss 1-1.
I still say that section should be called Jenny Unplugged.
You think so?
I really do.
Yeah.
I think it's got a good ring to it.
It is a wireless microphone that she
so
uses.
She's not plugged in.
She's not plugged in at all. This one sliced foul off to the left.
We should do that one night. Use a wireless microphone. Just go around and do the game from the stands.
You think?
Yeah. Just walk around and do a game from every section of the ballpark.
You do remember doing the games from the monster seats, right?
That was awkward
Yeah.
because everything was backwards.
Everything is backwards. I think we did 2 games out there, right?
Yeah.
1-2 on the ground right side. Pedroia to his left. And the throw to first, a much better inning for Buchholz. 1-2-3 on 6 pitches. Justin Verlander will visit with Jenny Dell when we come back to Fenway. Fenway Park. But a nice night.
Beautiful night. A lot of numbers on there, too, of their favorite players.
Jared Saltalamacchia stands in to begin the inning. The matchup brought to you by New England Acura dealers. 4 for 6 with a home run against Max Scherzer in his career. 667 for Saltalamacchia. This is the first time I can remember that both catchers have been in the lineup for Bobby Valentine this season.
Yeah, I'd agree. I don't remember another time this season where it's happened where both Saltalamacchia and Shopik have been in at the same time. He wanted to give Cody Ross a night off.
Ground ball right side. Fielder dives, can't get it. The pitcher will cover in a bad throw. He couldn't get it. It's backed up by the catcher Avila. But over was Scherzer and he couldn't retrieve it. There would have been an out there, but throw off the mark from Infante, it appeared.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised this goes as an error on Infante because he gets to it easily. Now he's just trying to lead the pitcher to the bag, and Scherzer cannot make the catch. He has to stretch out a little bit, and once he does that, he's past the bag.
Omar Infante returning to the Tigers from the Marlins. And is charged with an error at second base. Lead runner on for the Red Sox, second straight inning. Here's Ryan Sweeney. Sweeney at 265, no homers, 16 runs batted in. Tigers infield a double play depth after the error. Foul down the left field line, out of play. Sweeney 1 for 9 on the road trip for the Red Sox. Saw them go to Texas and New York. And it's 2 for his last 20. Runner goes, and Saltalamacchia, the throw down, and he is going to be out at second base.
Well, you got to wonder right there if there's a missed sign, a hit and run. I mean, Jared does not have a big lead at all, and he looks back like there's supposed to be contact made by Sweeney. I've got to guess that was a hit and run, and Sweeney must have missed a sign.
2-1. Foul back, 2-2. Well, Jerry, as you said, you got to wonder about the hit and run. Only the second time that he's attempted a stolen base in the last 2 years. Sweeney to right field. Bosch going back. He'll have room as he makes the catch. 2 down here in the second inning as we send it down to Jenny Dell.
Don, athletes and social media can be a winning combination if done correctly. Tigers ace Justin Verlander has over 206,000 followers and understands the impact that Twitter can provide.
I think in one hand it's a great tool, to get yourself out there in the world and have people, I guess, kind of understand what type of person you are. And in the other hand, it can get you in a lot of trouble. So I think you just need to be careful with what you say. But it's supposed to be fun, and I think it's supposed to, especially Twitter, I think gives fans a little bit more insight into your life. But you can't let them in too far, because if you say something wrong, like as we saw with that girl in the Olympics, it can come back and bite you.
With Verlander starting against the Sox tomorrow, you might want to use the hashtag Jekyll and Hyde. He had much success against the Red Sox on opening day in Detroit and then gave up a season-high 10 hits and 5 runs in Boston on May 29th. Jerry, the Red Sox are the only team to record 10 hits in a game against Verlander in 2012.
Yeah, it's very rare that he has an outing like he had against the Red Sox in that one outing. And, that kind of leads into another thing later on. We might be talking about that tweet up. Coming up here at Fenway Park.
He also struggled in the All-Star game, which was very unusual for Verlander. His pitch is going to miss to Kelly Shopik. Of course, the National League. Big couple innings against Verlander. Very surprising start they got off Verlander. And He was throwing at 98 right out of the gate. A guy who can throw 98 his last pitch of the game. Did take the loss in the All-Star game. Third straight the AL has dropped as it's in there for strike 3 to Shopick, and Scherzer gets his third K. We're through 2. It's 2-1 Boston. Can score. Just watch a game at your favorite bar or restaurant that has a Budweiser Draft Rally Tap. Budweiser Rally Tap. It's a new interactive tap handle that follows the action in real time. In the inning the Red Sox score, the tap lights up and the giveaways begin. Visit NESN.com/BudTap for more information. It's 2-1. The Red Sox have the lead over the Tigers. Looks like it's getting close to full as we head to the top half of the third inning. Omar Infante, former Tiger, a Tiger again, as comes over from the Marlins. Pitch in there for strike 1 from Clay Buchholz. Numbers with the Tigers sitting at 143. No homers, no RBIs since rejoining them. He's acquired on the 23rd of July. He's hitting at 287. 10 stolen bases in 85 games with Miami. He's tops among National League second basemen with 278 assists at the time of the trade to the Tigers. Originally signed by the Tigers as a non-drafted free agent in 1999. Fouled straight back, still 0-2. 6 in a row retired by Clay Buchholz after the home run by Austin Jackson, the double by Quentin Berry. And since then he has retired 6 in a row, and his offense has put together a pair of runs. Red Sox lead at 2-1 as Tigers bat now in the third. Infante hits one high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Ellsbury looking up, and it's high off the wall. Ellsbury will play the camera man, thinking 3 is Infante. Throw goes in that direction, but he'll get there with a head-first slide. It's a triple to begin things in the third inning for Infante.
That's something you don't see very often here at Fenway Park. A ball that goes off the left field wall that ends up being a triple. Infante hitting a changeup right at the top of the wall, and he's going to challenge the arm of Jacoby Ellsbury. And he's going to win that challenge. Head first slide into third base. So man at third with nobody out. here in the third inning.
His first triple in a Tigers uniform since 2007 for Omar Infante. 90 feet away with nobody out. Here is Austin Jackson. And he takes strike one. Jackson with a home run to begin the game in the second pitch.
Red Sox playing the infield back with the exception of Middlebrooks at third base.
Swinging a foul, 0-2.
The infield back, the only place that you probably would not be able to score is a ball back to the pitcher, or one to Middlebrooks at third.
In the dirt, smothered by Shopik, and it's 1-2.
Change up again here by Buchholz, keeping it down, trying to get to Jackson with 2 strikes to chase a bad pitch.
Again in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
And once again, the changeup. Once again, Shopik blocking it in the dirt. Not trying to catch it, just block it.
Infield comes in now, the 2-2 pitch. And that's ball 3. (3-2) is ball 4, and Jackson is on with the first walk given up by Buchholz of the night. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team. These are just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. Our roving camera out in center field, the monster seats. First and third here for the Tigers. It's Infante at third, Jackson at first. Nobody out in the Tigers' third inning. Red Sox on top 2-1. Quentin Berry, the batter, he doubled in the first inning. Quick check on Austin Jackson, back to the bag. Started to get his lead and had to dive back again.
10 steals on the season for Jackson, caught 4 times.
Ball 1 to Quentin Berry, had to wait a while. As Buchholz checked twice on Jackson at first base. David Ortiz, perhaps a bit of a setback. The word today is he was supposed to swing the bat a little bit, ended up in some pull work instead. Bobby Valentine, it did not sound like when David is eligible to come off on Wednesday that he would be ready to come off the DL on Wednesday, unfortunately for the Red Sox. He is out of the boot, but apparently not yet ready to do baseball activity.
Said the swings that he's been taking in the batting cage have been about 80%.
1-0 will miss, 2-0. Buchholz very concerned with Jackson at first. He's now fallen behind Barry, 2-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Kind of a start and stop at first base for Austin Jackson. Looks at Gene Lamont, the third base coach, across the diamond. Gene, of course, part of the interview process here during the offseason. Job that Bobby Valentine, the eventual winner of. Seemed like it came down to Gene Lamont, and Bobby Valentine in the end was a little closer this time at first base.
The thing about Buchholz, he has very quick feet to first base for a right-handed pitcher. And he has a lot of close calls at first base on pickoff attempts.
Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Cut fastball from Buchholz to run the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Infante at third, Jackson at first, nobody out. And a 2-2 pitch about to happen as Buchholz stepped off. Two now to Barry. Barry, the broken bat pop up. Siriaco, the shortstop, to the outfield lawn to make the catch for the first out of the third inning. I want to remind you to watch Boston Sports Live, a live interactive sports show hosted by Chris Gasper 3 times a week at noon on Boston.com. 1 out, first and third. Miguel Cabrera coming up. Next half inning, Jenny Dell will have a special announcement about the Jimmy Fund coming up. One out, first and third for Miguel Cabrera. Grounded back to Clay Buchholz in the first inning, 0 for 1. Back up the middle, this time in the center field, a base hit. And Omar Infante scores from third to tie the game, 2-2. Some backer it came from again for Cabrera, but this time hit harder. And Cabrera able to drive in the game tying run.
RBI number 84 on the season for Cabrera. As he doesn't waste any time, he jumps on that first fastball from Buchholz, a topspin ground ball up over the mound and into center field.
One out, first and second. Prince Fielder, the batter.
That really is a scary combination. Cabrera then Fielder, a back-to-back in this Detroit lineup.
Hard to find a better one. 25 home runs, 83 runs batted in for Cabrera, 324. 16 homers, 72 RBIs, a 305 average for Fielders. A combination of power as well as good averages. And they are back-to-back in the Tigers' order. Swings at the 2-0 and sends it foul down the left field line, out of play.
That's unusual there to see Fielder late on a 2-0 fastball. Count in his favor. 2 balls, no strikes. Power hitter, and a little bit late on that fastball from Buchholz.
Fielder will foul another one off to the left, out of play, and it's 2-2.
That looks good, Don.
Yes, it does. It's up in the monster seats. Nice mix of peppers and onions.
You're drooling.
Yes, I am. Dinner really didn't do it for me tonight at all.
No, I didn't get much out of dinner myself tonight.
No, I need more. We get done talking about how hungry we are. Next half inning, we'll tell you how Daisuke did. His rehab start tonight for the Pawtucket Red Sox. Scranton Wilkes-Barre tonight is going to miss. Close pitch.
Yeah, Buchholz wanted that real bad. Thought he had Fielder struck out on an outside pitch here. Cut fastball outside part of the plate, but just missed. Look at that. Everything away so far to Prince Fielder.
One out of the inning, first and second. Full count here to Prince Fielder. Runner from second goes, but it doesn't matter. It's ball 4, and down to first base goes Fielder to load the bases. Second walk of the inning and of the outing for Clay Buchholz. Well, Wednesday night before Sox coverage showing Jamison and Brick as they break down the big names on the free agent market. Now that Rick Nash's deal is done, plus he'll examine why a team would give $7 million to a player who's been labeled a coach killer. Catch up with the Bruins and the rest of the NHL Wednesday night at 5:30, only on NESN.
Who's the coach killer?
I don't know. Now Bobby Valentine looking on as Bob McClure heads out to talk to Buchholz. They wrap up their meeting. It's a bases loaded, 1-out situation as Tigers have tied the game 2-2. Delman Young, the batter, he grounded out to shortstop in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss for Young as Buchholz tries to battle his way out of this jam here in the second inning.
Young is very aggressive. He's only walked 13 times on the season with 69 strikeouts. Chases the first pitch that's way out of his zone.
This season he's 0 for 7 with the bases loaded as they are right now, with 1 out in the inning. On the ground towards short, Siriaco to second for 1, on to first for 2, and Buchholz does get out of the jam. The Tigers do get a run, tie the game 2-2 at the end of 2.5. to address health needs in our communities. You're on TV.
Consider it done.
Well, we head to the last half of the third inning as Pedro Ciriaco leads it off. Game tied now 2-2. Jerry, we saw a lot of Pedro Ciriaco during spring training. It appeared the end of spring, Bobby Valentine very much wanted him on his roster. There was not room. He had found room due to injuries and other situations, and Ciriaco is making good, and he's got himself a base hit to left field in his first at bat of tonight's game, and he is very confident, feeling good right now.
Certainly is. 7th for his last 14. Big series against the Yankees, as we talked about in the open, and starts this one off well. Gets a fastball off the middle of the plate, and quickly by Cabrera at third base for the base hit. He becomes a threat to steal. 6 steals on the season, has not been caught.
So aboard to begin the third inning, third straight inning, and Max Scherzer has allowed the lead runner to reach. And Jacoby Ellsbury, the batter, he walked and scored in the first inning. Soft toss to first, but Ciriaco back to the bag. Ciriaco had driven in the Red Sox game-winning run each of the last 2 nights, Saturday and Sunday against New York. RBI triple in the 9th inning on Saturday. The 10th inning RBI single last night. And batting out of the number 9 spot at first base right now, with Ellsbury getting his second plate appearance of the night. Foul back. 1-1. We mentioned Daisuke Matsuzaka pitching tonight for the Pawtucket Red Sox against Scranton Wilkes-Barre. He goes 2 1/3, gives up 4 hits and no runs. Walked a batter, struck out 3, throws 47 pitches. Bobby Valentine thought he may throw up to 90 pitches in that outing tonight, but only 47 as it works out. Throw to first, and diving back is Pedro Ciriaco. A little closer play that time. A little better move from Scherzer.
Looked like a one-way lead by Ciriaco. One-way meaning going back to first base.
Swing and a miss for Ellsbury. Is now down 1-2.
I believe that's 3 straight changeups that Jacoby has seen from Scherzer. Last pitch certainly a changeup, that one that was down and working its way out of the strike zone.
Chopped to third. Up to get it is Cabrera. They go to second for 1. And no throw to first. Nice play by Cabrera as he timed his lead perfectly on that high hopper to third base, and they get the lead runner.
He did. Now, I didn't think he had a chance at Ciriaco at second base, but no hesitation at all as he comes down with this and goes right to second base to get the force out. Very close play at second base. There's the leap by Cabrera. The throw to second. Is Ciriaco fit there? Maybe not.
So 1 out, Ellsbury at first base. Carl Crawford, the batter. Crawford wants time and gets it. He tripled in the first inning and scored the second Red Sox run at the time. With the Red Sox on top 2-1. The Tigers have tied it up 2-2. Red Sox have a base runner with 1 out here in the third inning.
Bobby Valentine was asked about the stealing ability of both Ellsbury and Crawford, and of course we know they're both primetime base stealers. It hasn't been the case so far since they've been back, and he says basically their timing's off. They've missed so many games that it takes a while to get into a groove.
1-0 is on the ground right side, and Fonte looks at second, but his only play is at first. As Crawford is retired, runner goes to second as we check in with Jenny.
Don, the WEEI in Nesson Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon is just around the corner on August 21st and August 22nd. And for the 5th straight year, Arbella Insurance will show its support. Arbella's president and CEO, John Donahue, is proud that his company is the presenting sponsor.
This is our 5th year for being one of the main sponsors of the Jimmy Fund Telethon, and we're very proud to be here. Arbella is a local company. We're based right here in Quincy, so most of us, including me, have grown up knowing about the wonderful work of the Jimmy Fund and the Dana-Farber Fund, and it touches many of our employees and our customers, so we're very proud to be part of this.
The Arbella Insurance Foundation has a new initiative called Extra Effort to Drive Out Cancer. They will donate $50 for every extra base hit by Red Sox batters, up to $50,000. And Red Sox Nation, you can help out too. Arbella's foundation will donate $1 for every new fan that likes the Arbella page on Facebook between July 23rd and August 23rd. It's at facebook.com/Arbella Insurance. Don, one click will equal $1 contributed to the Jimmy Fund.
Okay, Jenny, thank you very much. It is that time again, and we hope the Red Sox Nation will help as much as they have in the past again this season. As Dustin Pedroia bats with 1 out and a runner at second base. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. From the bleachers.
Beyond the Red Sox bullpen.
Popped up. Left side of the infield from short comes Peralta. And he'll make the catch that ends the inning. Red Sox lead base runner in scoring position. Game tied 2-2 at the end of 3. hosts a nonprofit children's organization. Thousands of kids have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Tonight we welcome members of the Key program in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Dunkin' Donuts committed to the community. Top of the fourth inning, and a pop-up foul backhand out of play off the bat of Brennan Bosch. Leads it off here in the fourth for Detroit. That was pitch number 47 for Clay Buchholz of the night. He deals with 6, 7, and 8 for the Tigers. Bosch flied out to left in the second inning, 0 for 1. It's the only inning Buchholz has had a 1-2-3 inning on the night. Broken back grounder towards Siriaco. And down the line well was pretty fast was Bosch, but he was out number 1 of the inning. For over 100 years, Gulf Oil and the Boston Red Sox have been proud to be a part of American history. Moving forward, Gulf is thrilled to serve as the official electricity supplier to Fenway Park as it celebrates its 100th birthday. From one legend to another, congratulations. One out in the fourth for Johnny Peralta. Grounded out to second base. First time up as he takes strike one. Ground ball softly hit to short. Siriaco's sidearm throw in time. 2 down.
That fastball really had a lot of movement on it inside and really jammed Peralta. See this pitch by Buchholz, two-seam fastball running back in, and really ties up Johnny Peralta for that soft ground ball to Siriaco at short.
Next half inning, Jenny is going to lead it off with a question for Jerry and Ask Jerry. She asked some of her followers on Twitter to submit some questions, and she's got some for you, Jerry.
Okay.
Missing for ball one to Alex Avila. Of course, the trade deadline coming up tomorrow. Thankfully, announcers cannot be traded.
Well, we both have 10-5 rights.
That's right.
So we don't have to go anywhere.
We have right of refusal. Can you imagine if announcers could be traded?
Oh, my God.
That'd be a mess.
Right in the middle of a game.
I wouldn't sleep.
Right in the middle of a game.
I would not sleep
you would
till 4
be
o'clock tomorrow.
You would be a total mess.
I could be headed anywhere.
For like a month before.
Philly, Kansas City, Toronto, straight up for Michael Kay. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, they'd have to throw in some money.
Yeah. The one is outside. I mean, that'd be terrible.
You don't have to worry about a thing. You're 10-5. 10-5 now. Worry about nothing.
It's good to be 10-5.
Really, it's a good feeling. You kind of control everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll give them the list.
Yeah.
2-1. He is on the ground right side. Pedroia to the outfield. On to first for the out. Can't wait. Coming up is Ask Jerry right after this. and manufacturing facilities across the Northeast. Selection, expertise, solutions. We've got it. Visit fwweb.com. Bottom of the fourth inning, and a nice night from Fenway Park as the Red Sox return home. Adrian Gonzalez stands in against Max Scherzer. And the breaking ball missing up and away, ball one. Adrian Gonzalez striking out swinging in the first inning, one of 3 Ks tonight for Max Scherzer. This is slowly grounded right side to Omar Infante at second base. Throws out Gonzalez for the first out of the inning. Send it down to Jenny Dell.
Well, Don, earlier tonight you asked fans to send in questions for Jerry Remy, and the best questions will be selected, and our very own Jerry Remy will answer them live throughout the game. Before the game started, I asked some of my Twitter followers the very same question, and I picked out one of my favorites. So, Jerry, are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, Mac Attack 94 wants to know, if you could create an Olympic event where Don would have a chance of winning, what would it be?
I would have to say, if it's the Summer Olympics we're talking about, and I'm sure that's what we are, it would be something in an eating contest, probably. I saw you drop a hot dog prior to the game tonight that would be tough to beat.
Yep.
And I think that 4th of July competition that they have.
I can't eat many, though.
If that was an Olympic event, I think he would do very, very well.
This is blooped down the right field line, foul. I can eat one quickly, but I cannot, the multiple things where you get into 60,
but you
65 hot dogs.
You can drop a dog a lot quicker than most people.
I can do it in 90 seconds.
I mean, you did it before the Open tonight. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Yeah. His dinner was very unfulfilling.
And rib eating contest.
Yes, that was in Texas a number of years ago.
Yeah. I don't see you in the pool floating around playing volleyball in the pool.
Well, I float very well. It's just the speed is the problem.
They got some crazy Olympic events now, don't they?
Yes.
I mean, they really do. I don't understand a lot of them. But I'd put them in a food eating contest, I think, if it was an Olympic event.
Swing and a miss for Middlebrooks. Strikes out. We have a trade deadline looming. We have all kinds of controversy going on, and it's the best we can do is the Olympic question. Come on, let's get deep.
That's what the segment's all about.
Let's go back to Jenny for something more controversial. Jenny?
All right, we have the second question here. So what is it like around the trade deadline? Were you nervous, on edge, too tight? How does it affect family life? Jerry?
Well, I think the big thing is, there are players, a lot of players in there that know they're not going to be traded. I mean, they don't really think about it, worry about it. There are some that do, as we saw Lamaki with a 2-out base hit. There are some that do because they have their names thrown around, and it's very, very difficult, especially for the first time, because you've been in one place. You're comfortable. You got your family all set up. Most of the kids are settled in school and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, your whole life is turned around with a trade. So I think that there is, I think starting probably a week before the trade deadline, there is, a lot going on in the clubhouse. And guys talking about it, kidding about it. But for those who have their names brought up, it's very concerning for them. Especially if you like where you are,
right,
and you don't want to be traded.
Right.
And but we've been around this club a lot, Don, and I don't sense a lot of that nervous, like they're going to bust up the team or I'm going to be gone. I don't sense any of that really.
No. Remember, was it last year, 2 years ago? Michael Vilas for Yamaiko Navarro, and Navarro was stunned when he found out he had been traded.
Yeah.
Didn't see it coming, wasn't on the radar really at all, wasn't mentioned, and all of a sudden he didn't know what to do, didn't know where to go. His stuff's back in Boston. It was a very confusing time, and you think about it leading up.
People are creatures of habit. Baseball players in particular, and when they get settled into one place, you're settled in for one place. Now you get traded in the offseason, that's a different story.
There's a pop up on the left side as Cabrera, the third baseman, a little staggered step, makes the catch that ends the inning. 2-2 at the end of 4 from Fenway. teamed up to support youth mentoring programs throughout Massachusetts. Find out more. Go to easternbank.com/Adrian. Beautiful night here tonight in Boston as the Red Sox and Tigers play into the 5th inning. Omar Infante leads it off. He tripled. Lead it off in the 3rd inning. Bats here in the 5th. Now, were you ever in a situation where your name was mentioned at the trade deadline? You could have gone somewhere?
I don't recall that, no. I don't recall ever being tossed around at the trade deadline. Certainly in the offseason 1 year, and that's the year I got traded to the Red Sox, but not
after that.
Not after that. I don't recall, no. Maybe it's because I couldn't play. I was hurt like the last couple of years. Maybe that's why.
1-1 is hit in the air to center field. Ellsbury will have room. Shy of the track makes the catch for the first out of the 5th inning. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. On this date in 2008, which current Red Sox tied a Major League record with 5 extra base hits in a game? I'll have the answer for you a little bit later. Five in a row retired by Clay Buchholz. 1 out in the 5th for Austin Jackson. Jackson has been on twice, a home run lead off the game. Second pitch of the game. Back in the 1st, he walked in the 3rd inning. He's left at 3rd base. Last win for Clay Buchholz was on the 19th of June. He'd won 4 straight. This is to left, and Crawford's on the run. He'll get there. Nice running catch. A good jump for Carl Crawford, who makes the grab. 2 down in the 5th inning.
Crawford's played a very good left field since being back with the Red Sox. This ball hooking away from him off the bat of Jackson. Being the left-hander out there certainly helps in making that play, and he does make the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
2 down in the 5th, and Quentin Berry, the batter, doubled in the 1st inning, popped out to short in the 3rd inning, 1 for 2. Now, from a logistics standpoint, when you are traded, I mean, you got an apartment here in Boston, and all of a sudden you're thrown into a deal.
Exactly.
Your stuff's sitting here, and you're somewhere else in a hotel.
Right. It's like George Cowan. All your stuff's here.
All your stuff is someplace else.
So you got to take some of your stuff with you.
So you pack a lot of stuff. Here's another question for Ask Jerry tonight. What was it like being traded to a team like the Red Sox in 1978?
Oh, it was great for me, obviously. I came home, to the team that I grew up watching. And not only that, I went from a bad team to a very, very good team. I must say, I came up through the Angel organization, had all my friends there, and a lot of us came to the big leagues together, so that was a little bit troubling, and we enjoyed our time living in California. But the fact is, what an opportunity to come back here, and I've been doing this now for 25 years, so I mean, it kind of worked out, you know what I mean?
Worked out all right.
Yeah, it worked out great. So, but it was a great opportunity to come and play with guys like Yaz and Rice and Fisk and Lynn and Burleson and Hobson, Dwight Evans, and those quality players.
Strike 3 call over the inside corner. Berry's down by way of the K. It's a second strikeout for Buchholz. Halfway through this one, game tied 2-2.
Grateful Dead.
BOS mobile banking lets you access your account from wherever you are. It's just one more way Eastern Bank is making banking easier. Learn more at easternbank.com. Last half, the 5th inning back in Boston as the game tied 2-2. Kelly Shoppach, Pedro Siriaco, and Jacoby Ellsbury to bat in the 5th inning. Shoppach with a swing and a miss against Max Scherzer. Shoppach struck out looking in the 2nd inning. One of 4 strikeouts for Scherzer in the game tonight. In there for strike 2, and it's 1-2. The 2 teams are on the West Coast tonight. 2 American League East teams, Tampa Bay and Toronto, both on the West Coast. Tampa Bay is at Oakland tonight. Toronto at Seattle.
We still have another one of those staring us in the face toward the end of August.
Back to Oakland and Seattle, but this time we'll also go to Anaheim, take on the Angels. 3-city trip to the West. Swing and a miss. 2nd time tonight that Shoppach has struck out. 5 Ks for Scherzer. 1 down. Well, it's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. On this date in 2008, which current Red Sox tied a Major League record with 5 extra base hits in a game? And the answer is Kelly Shoppach. Shoppach had 2 homers and 3 doubles while playing for the Cleveland Indians. The opponent that night was actually these Tigers. Detroit won the game 14-12 in 13 innings. Shoppach was 5 for 60 in the game, also added a walk and 3 RBIs. At the time, Shoppach was the 8th player in history to accomplish the feat. Rangers' Josh Hamilton actually reached the mark this year when he had 4 home runs and a double in Baltimore on May 8th. 1-0 is in there for a strike, 1-1.
I don't know about you, Don, but I was a nervous wreck on Saturday. I should have stayed in New York.
That was a little dicey, as it turned out in the end.
We had the weekend off because of Fox and ESPN, and we all kind of took off on Saturday morning. And when I was getting ready to go to the airport, I looked at the skies and I said, this doesn't look good.
Could have been a day-nighter on Sunday, which would have made for an interesting travel morning for you and I.
Right back to New York. Right back to New York.
Good news is it was New York, not like Anaheim.
Oh, man.
So it worked out.
Turned that game on at 4 o'clock. And I saw the rain delay, and I went, oh, what do we do now?
Swing and a miss. Pedro Siriaco strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Scherzer. 6 now for Scherzer in the contest.
Back-to-back strikeouts in this inning on his fastball. Got Shoppach on the fastball. Gets Siriaco on the fastball.
Well, tune in tomorrow morning and every weekday morning at 6 to get the best Red Sox coverage and breakdown. Dennis and Callahan on Nesson and 93.7 FM. Known as you. Covered for all the news of the trade deadline like Dennis and Callahan tomorrow. Former Reds GM Jim Bowden joins John and Jerry. It all starts at 6 a.m. right here on Nesson on WEI-FM 93.7. So fouled off and out of play. Another foul, 0-2.
We got another one of those deals coming up on our next road trip. Will we finish in New York?
Yes.
And scheduled to have only 1 game on a Friday.
On the ground, right side, ranging is Infante. He'll throw it first for the out. That ends the inning. So 1-2-3, 5th inning for Scherzer. We played 5. Game tied 2-2. Rockies in last place in the National League West. One reason why may be the fundamentals of the game. For example, how many outs in an inning. Yesterday, top of the fifth, Rockies pitcher Carlos Torres struck out the Reds' Chris Heisey for what was the third out of the inning, which was news to the entire Rockies team with the exception of the infielders who threw the ball around the horn following the strikeout. None of the Rockies moved until umpires informed them the inning was actually over and they could leave the field. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is the refreshing hard iced tea. It tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. Generally, you'll have one guy, maybe two guys, who don't realize how many outs there are, but an entire team is unusual.
You know, I think that at some point, you know, everybody in this game has forgotten how many outs there are.
Miguel Cabrera is 1 for 2 with an RBI single as he takes a breaking ball for a strike. Next half inning, Jenny will get you caught up on the news and notes around the major leagues. Line and caught. Well, he gets his face out of the way as Will Middlebrooks at third base. That's grabbed for the first out here in the 6th inning.
That ball was hit so hard that Cabrera was not even out of the box when Middlebrook caught it. Wow. Top spin line drive. Middlebrooks making the catch for the first out here in the 5th inning. Excuse me, the 6th inning. He is some kind of hitter, Cabrera.
One out in the 6th inning. Here's Prince Fielder, who struck out in the 1st inning, walked in the 3rd. '70th pitch coming up here for Clay Buchholz with one out in the 6th inning, and it'll miss inside. On the ground, ranging is Pedroia to his right, plants and throws. 2 outs in the 6th inning. Well, tonight, following our Red Sox coverage, join Dale Arnold for Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Break down the Patriots' offense and discuss why it could even be better than last season. Preview tomorrow's MLB trade deadline. Plus, you'll have updates from the Olympics. All this and much more. Nesson Daily tonight after our Red Sox coverage, only on Nesson. 2 outs in the 6th inning. Delman Young, the batter, he's 0 for 2. He's grounded to short twice. And last time into a double play. It's now 9 in a row retired by Clay Buchholz. Did he go? No. Angel Campos.
I think Campos may have made the right call there. Looks like Delman Young did hold up.
Inside 2-1 to Delman Young. Fouled back, 2-2. I want to remind you, for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings, or the Sox earn a save, CVS Pharmacy. Make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards their $25,000 donation this season. 2 down in the 6th inning in a 2-2 game. Deuces are wild right now. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Fly ball to center field. Jacoby Ellsbury is under it. A 1-2-3-6. News and notes are coming your way when we come back to Fenway Park. Detroit Tigers in town for the first of three. Carl Crawford takes ball one inside. Triple for Crawford in the first inning. He'd score the second Red Sox run. Grounded out in the third inning to second base. 1 for 2 tonight for the Red Sox left fielder. And a swing and a miss. Change up down again from Max Scherzer. Two and one. Fouled off. 2-2. Arbor Coat exterior stain by Benjamin Moore is a revolutionary waterborne stain that will transform your home into the envy of your entire block. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. Outside, ball three, full count. Dustin Pedroia, then Adrian Gonzalez expected in the inning. Payoff pitch is outside, ball four, and Crawford's on to begin the inning. Leadoff walk, second leadoff walk of the night allowed by Scherzer as we check in with Jenny Dell.
Yes, Don, the MLB news and notes are brought to you by Nissan. Zach Greinke made his Angels debut yesterday, taking the loss against the Rays. Greinke only allowed 2 runs with 8 strikeouts over 7 innings, but he was outdueled by Jeremy Hellickson. The Padres have extended closer Hudson Street for 2 years. The All-Star has 17 saves and an ERA under 1 this season. He will receive $14 million over the length of his contract. And for the first time since 1999, the Cincinnati Reds have a double-digit win streak. They won their 10th straight game by sweeping the Rockies and now lead the NL Central by 3 games. And I have one more Ask Jerry question for you, and it's from Kelly Adams. Jerry, she wants to know who picks the music for when you go to commercial break after each half inning. She said great choices this year.
That comes from the truck. That has nothing to do with us at all. Actually, Pete Grenier, our excellent sound man, picks the music going to break.
Oh, 1 is foul back. Down 0-2 is Dustin Pedroia. Lead runner on here for the Red Sox in Carl Crawford to begin things here in the bottom of the 6th inning in a 2-2 game. Red Sox trying to make it 3 in a row after wins on Saturday and Sunday in New York. This homestand off on the right foot as Crawford gains his lead at first. 0-2 pitch. It's down low, 1-2.
One of the concerns is a base stealer when it's 0-2, 1-2. The concern you have of a possible pitch out. And a lot of times that will hold you at first base.
Soft toss to first, not the best move Scherzer has, and Crawford back to the bag. There's a better move, and Crawford's still able to get back easily.
And Crawford never has been one that really dives back a lot into first base. He's one of those rare base stealers that a lot of time will go back feet first. Every once in a while he'll dive back, but it's almost because he has to.
One-two in the air to left field for Pedroia. Berry going back, and it is gone. La Luna. Two-run home run for Dustin Pedroia, and the Red Sox take a 4-2 lead.
Number 9 on the season for Dustin Pedroia, his second career home run against Scherzer. They want to go away with the fastball, but it's up and in. And that's a pitch that we've seen Pedroia hit out of the ballpark quite often.
4 of the 9 have come this month for Pedroia. This is to right center field, and it'll get in for a base hit. Austin Jackson plays it on a hop. Gonzalez aboard for the first time tonight. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox, and the Red Sox on NESN during the 2012 season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Sure, I saw Dustin just before game time, and he had asked that I return to the La Luna call.
And he said he was going to the moon tonight.
Yeah.
He said he was going to go to the moon.
Back to La Luna. He started in spring training.
Scherzer knew it right away, too.
It's a big moon tonight, too.
It's always big now.
Yeah, but that's really big.
Sometimes you can't see
it all.
But it's really a big moon all the time. I don't know that it's changed in quite some time.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, but it looks different.
I see parts of it. 1-1. He's swinging a miss. Any Northeastern professors who are already writing, you can stop. I knew that.
Were you born when they landed on the moon?
Yes. I was born in 68, so it was right around there, right? 69?
Yeah. That was something to watch.
I don't really remember a lot of it. I saw video of it, of course. 1-2 pitches outside. Get you caught up on the Orioles and Yankees next half inning. Game in the Bronx tonight.
People didn't know at the time whether they were going to land and just go right through the moon. Or
right.
They had no idea. Mm-hmm. I'm sure NASA knew, but the general public had no clue.
Swinging a foul tip held onto for strike 3. Scherzer gets his 7th strikeout. 1 down in the inning.
Good live fastball still from Scherzer. Throws it by Middlebrooks. Struck him out 3 times tonight, and twice on fastballs, once on a breaking ball.
Tomorrow is your last chance to win a 2-year lease on a brand new Buick Verano and a behind-the-scenes NESN fan experience at the ballpark. Take a test drive by the end of the day tomorrow, and you'll be entered for a chance to win the Experience Buick New England sweepstakes. You'll also receive a complimentary $50 debit card just for taking a test drive. So head to your nearest participating Buick dealer tomorrow. Saltalamacchia with a swing and a miss.
And part of that that experience, of course, is a tour of the booth. And again tonight, Don missed a small group that came to the booth, brought up by Gary Roy.
There was a reason for it, though, tonight.
There was 4 straight in a row that he's missed.
But there was a reason tonight. I was on Monster Monday at 5:30, which is when the tour took place. I had responsibilities on Yawkey Way, which, as you know, is not close to the booth.
The tour actually took place at about 5:10.
I was eating. 5:10.
You were eating.
I was preparing for Monster Monday. I didn't eat it 5:10, then I couldn't have gone to Monster Monday. But I did not miss the tour on purpose, as this one is fouled off.
Oh, I never said you'd miss one on purpose.
No.
It's just that it always seems like there's something going on in your life that keeps you from being here when the tours come through recently. So, like,
as I told you before,
you should put a disclaimer on those. Like, there's no guarantee you're going to see Don.
No one wants to see Don. They only come here to see Jerry anyway.
That's
So
not
they have no interest in seeing me.
That's not true.
And if they do see me, the first question they're going to ask me is, "Where's Jerry?" The 1-2. Tried to hold up, but he goes around and strikes out. That's back-to-back Ks for Scherzer, 8 in all.
Once again, the fastball, both strikeouts in this inning coming by the fastball. This one up and out of the zone, and Saltalamacchia cannot control the head of the bat. Tried to hold up, but couldn't. It's awfully tough on a high fastball.
Pitching line brought to you by Lexus. 5 2/3 for Max Scherzer. 5 hits and now 4 runs. 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. 2 outs with Gonzalez at first, and a strike over the outside corner to Ryan Sweeney, who's 0 for 2. Swinging a foul tip, and it's 1-2. Doesn't chase at the 98 on our fastball. Scherzer still throwing very hard. Well, remember to watch every game night at midnight for the Sox latest matchup. We're playing in a convenient 2-hour format. It's Sox in 2, presented by Ace Ticket. Great seats at great prices. Red Sox pulled ahead with 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning here, and a 2-run home run by Dustin Pedroia. Gonzalez at first base after he singled, but Scherzer struck out Middlebrooks and Saltalamacchia back to back, and now 2-2 pitch coming to Ryan Sweeney. As swing and a miss, gets away from Avila. Sweeney's going to try and reach. Avila's throw is going to be just in time. So the strike him out situation there as he strikes out the side. We'll get a different look at Dustin Pedroia's home run when we come back.
on the field, get your own locker, wear an authentic uniform, and more. Enter at Foxwoods, official partner of the Boston Red Sox. Learn more at foxwoods.com.
4-2, Red Sox on top of the Tigers as we head to the top half of the 7th inning. Dustin Pedroia's 2-run home run as the Sox on top 4-2. Brennan Bosch leading it off here for the Tigers in the 7th inning. It's out to an 18-minute wait for Clay Buchholz, who now has a 2-run lead. A curveball in there for strike 2. Another look at the home run. Outside 1-2 to Bosch. 6, 7, and 8 here for the Tigers in the 7th inning. Bosch 0 for 2. He's flied to left and grounded to short. Action for the Tigers. Phil Koch, the left-hander, warming in the pen. Swing and a miss. Gets away from Shopping briefly. It's down by the shoe tops. Clears the runner and hits the runner. So reaching at first base safely will be Bosch. Tried to clear the runner, but ends up hitting him on the throw to first base. After the strikeout of Bosch, he reaches.
Shopping couldn't find the ball right away. Once he did, he had the rush to throw. There's a swing and miss. It hits the umpire's foot. Shopping thought it was farther back at the backstop. He finally sees it. Then he hits Bosch right on the elbow, it looked like, as he was heading down to first base. So that's a break there. Big break for the Tigers.
They charge Shopping with a pass ball. Ground ball chopped towards third base for Peralta, but a foul ball. Well, tune in to Nesson on August 21st and 22nd for coverage of the WEI Nesson Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, presented by Arbella Insurance Foundation. Arbella Insurance, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Lead runner on for the Tigers here in the top half of the 7th inning. Peralta down 0-1. He is grounded out twice. Once to second, once to short.
Bosch not a real threat to steal. A guy that's got 3 steals on the season, caught a couple of times.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Peralta strikes out. 4th strikeout of the night for Buchholz. 1 down. Time for a game break. And Tom Caron, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. 4-2 here. Red Sox have the lead over the Tigers. 1 out in the 7th inning. Runner at first, and Alex Avila, the catcher for the Tigers bats. Done the same thing twice. Ground out to second base. Both times ably handled by Dustin Pedroia. Swing and a miss for Alex Avila.
Now Peralta striking out on a fastball up and away. Not a huge strikeout night for Clay Buchholz.
A 1-2 Avila. Yes, he will swing and miss. Tried to hold up, could not. 0-2. Avila down.
That's back-to-back changeups to Avila from Buchholz to start him off.
Straightens him up inside. 1-2. The Angels tonight with 12 runs in their game against Texas and a 9-run inning. And Kendry Morales homered from both sides of the plate in the inning as part of a 9-run attack for the Angels. Have the lead over Texas tonight. Third player in Major League Baseball history to do it in the same inning. Morales was lost for such a long time for the Angels. Injured himself on a walk-off win and celebration. So it's so dangerous for so many players' celebrations. Aubrey Huff just rejoining the Giants after he fell in a celebration as this one fouled off to the left out of play. Sprained his knee.
It is dangerous out there with a lot of people jumping around, jumping up and down in large groups together. Pretty easy to twist an ankle, turn an ankle, get stepped on.
One-two is out towards right center field, and this will get down. As Bosch heads for third and beyond, Lamont will wave him around. Throw, there won't be one, and the Tigers are back within a run again. It's an RBI double for Avila, and it's 4-3 now. Red Sox on top.
Well, after starting Avila off with a couple of change-ups, they go to the fastball. Shopik sets up inside, wants the fastball in, but the fastball stays in the inside part of the plate, and Avila was ready for it. So they saw stuff away early in the count, then they tried to bust him inside with the fastball, and that time it didn't work.
One out of Avila at second base. Omar Infante takes ball one. Dale Arnold will get us caught up on what's going on. NESN daily update coming up at the end of the half inning. This is blooped to center field. Out goes Pedroia to make the catch for the second out of the inning. Ever wonder what it's like to be a NESN game day producer? NESN will give one lucky fan a chance to see the broadcast from every angle, including a chance to hang out with one of our own camera operators. It's Joe Stafford. Don't miss out on this one-of-a-kind experience to be a NESN producer for a day. That's Russ Ken. Visit NESN.com/producer and enter today.
Are we eligible? I'd like to hang with Joe Stafford for a whole game.
There is a chair available.
Yeah, there is.
Here is Austin Jackson with 2 outs. Wheel at second base. That's strike 1. We've hung out with Russ a lot during the day. That's not quite as much fun.
Oh, maybe not for you. I look forward to it.
The 1 pitch coming to Austin Jackson. It's outside low, 1-1. 93 pitches now for Clay Buchholz. Octavio Dotel has joined the lefty Phil Koch. They've given Shopping an error on that play at first base where he hit the runner. To begin the inning, Brennan Bosch. (2-1) to Austin Jackson. To right field. Sweeney started in, now goes back and makes the catch. It ends the inning. Tigers get a run. We get a Ness and Daily update as it's time for your Need to Know with Ness and Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's Dale Arnold. Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we're made of free checking. It's got nothing to hide, which means no fees or any other types of curveballs. Check out what else we're made of at easternbank.com. Last half of the 7th inning back at Fenway Park, 4-3. Red Sox have the lead. Tigers get a run back in the top half of the inning, but Red Sox trying to add on here as Kelly Shopping leads it off. He has had a tough time against Max Scherzer. He struck out twice against Scherzer, looking in the 2nd, swinging in the 5th inning. He's not alone in that category. Scherzer has struck out 9, and that includes Will Middlebrooks 3 times. Still action for the Tigers, Koch and Dotel. As Scherzer starts things in the 7th, now 96 pitches deep. That's a strike, 2-1. Scherzer give up 2 runs in the first, 2 in the 6th. It's been a 3 RBI night for Dustin Pedroia. It's in the dirt outside, 3-1, including Pedroia's 9th home run of the year. 2-run shot in the 6th inning. Game was tied 2-2 at the time. It's now 4-3. Red Sox on top as we play here in the last half of the 7th inning. Shopik in the air to right center field, struck pretty well. Jackson back into the triangle, and he can't make the catch. With a kick off the wall out there, Shopik is headed for third base, and he'll get there with a triple. Kelly Shopik sending it out back into the triangle area, and off the bullpen wall, and he's at third base.
Well, that was so tough to tell whether that was going to be a home run or stay in the ballpark. Kelly Shopik, after striking out twice in this ball game, gets the fastball and lifts it deep out there toward the 420 in the Red Sox bullpen. Austin Jackson going back and carries a bit farther than he thought it was going to. And Shopik on his way to third base with the triple, a stand-up triple. You never know with Siriaco at the plate whether the Red Sox may squeeze or not. He loves the bunt.
Shopik's kind of tired down there at third base, though. I don't know, Jerry.
I want to give him a blow.
Yeah. There's a swing and a fly ball to left field. Barry's got it, and incoming is Shopik. No, he's just going to draw a throw, and it is a good one. With 1 out of the inning, just as well, Shopik did not try it. Now, tomorrow night, immediately following Red Sox first pitch, join us for Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Uno's TC, Matt Stairs, and Jenny at 6:30. We'll have a complete recap of the trade deadline, plus break down the pitching matchup between Josh Beckett and Justin Verlander. So the Red Sox continue their series with the Tigers. Live coverage begins with MLB Trade Deadline Special at 3, only on NESN.
The only place to get your up-to-the-moment trade deadline information.
Now, Kelly Shopik has never had a triple in his career prior to this season, and he has 2 this season. And he's mixed in a stolen base. There's a line drive base hit into right for Ellsbury. Here comes Shopik. He'll score, and the Red Sox take a 5-3 lead. RBI single for Ellsbury. Here comes Jim Leland. That'll be it for Scherzer tonight as he gives up the 5th Red Sox run. With 1 out in the 7th inning, it's now 5-3. Phil Koch will be coming in. Crawford with a triple to drive in the Red Sox first run of the night back in the first inning. They get 2 in the first. Game was tied 2-2 into the 6th inning when Dustin Pedroia would get his 9th home run of the year. A 2-run home run with the Red Sox on top 4-2. They lead it now 5-3, and they've got good pitching tonight from Clay Buchholz, who has gone the first 7 innings of this contest tonight and allowed 3 runs. 2 of them are earned runs. As at the plate is Crawford. A quick check at first base on Jacoby Ellsbury by the new pitcher Phil Koch, who is into the game now for the Tigers. First reliever out of the bullpen for Detroit tonight. His 46th appearance. 1-3 with a 3.02 earned run average. 37 strikeouts and 41 2/3. And opponents hitting at 307. Another throw over, and back is Ellsbury. Well, Scherzer, who strikes out 9 batters in the game tonight, ends up 6 1/3. He's still responsible for Ellsbury at first base. That's a strike to Crawford, who's been on twice. Just showed you the triple. He's also walked in the game, scored 2 runs. Strike 2. Crawford hits it on the ground right side. Infante looked at second but goes to first for the out. As they get Crawford, Ellsbury moves into scoring position. Coming up immediately following the game, stay with us for WB Mason's Red Sox Extra Innings live at TC Jim and Jenny. Get a breakdown of Clay Buchholz's start tonight and hear the starters' post-game comments. Plus, you'll get manager Bobby Valentine's thoughts on his series opener with the Tigers from the Fenway interview room. It's all coming up after the game, and it's only on NESN. Just as Dustin Pedroia is introduced, Jeff Jones, the pitching coach, out of the dugout.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. And the pitch to Dustin Pedroia, a fastball up and in that he takes out of the ballpark for his 9th home run of the season. Coming back in the 6th inning. First base open, the right-handed Pedroia up, and the left-handed Gonzalez on deck. Let's see how the Tigers play this.
There's strike 1. Pedroia, prior to the home run, had grounded to short, popped out to short, and the 2-run home run in the 6th inning. On the ground out in the first inning, picked up an RBI, so it's been a 3 RBI night now. 39 RBIs on the season for Pedroia. Ellsbury takes off at third. The pitch will miss, and Ellsbury uncontested at third base.
Nobody even holding Ellsbury close at second base, and not even a look to third by Avila, as they just really basically give third base to Ellsbury with 2 outs.
Second theft of the year for Ellsbury. 1-1 is strike 2. Adrian Gonzalez waiting on deck. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Red Sox have added a run and lead it 5-3. Foul back, and it's still 1-2. Well, Phil Koch comes in very quickly during any games.
Certainly does. Watch this. That's the way to come into a game. He'll pull up a little bit right here when he gets to the infield.
Pedroia fouls it off to the right, out of play. It's still 1-2. Two and two. They still have the golf cart in your days coming from the bullpen?
On and off.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, sometime they had it, sometime they didn't. They let it go for a few years. It seemed to come back, and then it disappeared. They bring you right in around the warning track, right in front of the Red Sox dugout.
2-2 is chopped towards shortstop. Peralta plays the high hop. The throw is good, and the inning is over. A run for the Red Sox. And it is 5-3. Red Sox on top at the end of 7. TV today to see every Red Sox out of market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit redsox.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv. Baseball everywhere. $18-minute wait for Clay Buchholz. 5-3 as Red Sox come to bat. The pen is busy. Morales and Padilla both warming. Quentin Berry leads it off here in the top half of the 8th. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes the strike.
And the timing thrown off because Buchholz goes to the curveball on the first pitch.
Barry doubled back in the first inning. Cincinnati is popped out to short, struck out looking. 1 for 3. One is outside. Rolled foul, 1-2.
So far, a curveball and two changeups, I should say, from Buckles. Coming up the road ahead.
Get you caught up on the pitching matchup tomorrow. It's coming up next half inning. One-two pitch. Up and away as that one takes off. 2-2. Hundredth pitch. It's outside, ball 3, full count. In the air to center. Ellsbury is there, and he makes the catch for the first out of the 8th. Well, tune in tomorrow morning and every weekday morning at 6 to get the best Red Sox coverage and breakdown. Dennis and Callahan on Nesson and on 93.7 FM. No one has you covered for all the news of the trade deadline like Dennis and Callahan. Tomorrow, former Reds GM Jim Bowden joins John and Jerry. It all starts at 6 a.m. right here on Nesson and on WEEI FM 93.7. One out in the 8th for Miguel Cabrera. And a swing and a miss. Cabrera grounding back to the mound in the first, single. Knocked in a run in the 3rd inning and then lined out to third base sharply. A ball caught by Will Middlebrooks back in the 6th inning. On the ground to shortstop. Siriaco's got it. 2 outs in the 8th. Clay Buchholz trying to get through the 8th inning tonight. He's at 103 pitches. Pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 7 2/3 right now. 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Again, 103 pitches. He's retired 4 batters in a row as Bobby Valentine checks out the matchups. Prince Fielder is 0 for 2 with a walk. And he takes the ball outside. This is grounded foul down by the tarp, and it evens up at 1-1. Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. Double-barreled action, Morales and Padilla.
Come on, baby, boy.
Buchholz falling behind now 3-1. Trying to get through the 8th inning for the 4th time this season is Clay Buchholz. Falling behind 3-1. Delman Young waiting on deck. Fielder grounds one down the first baseline. Gonzalez has got it. Buchholz will cover for the out. It ends the inning. Nicely done by Buchholz, who does get through the first 8. It's 5-3 Red Sox. Tigers ace Justin Verlander for the 3rd time this season. Verlander got the better of them on opening day, but last time out, Red Sox fared rather well against the 2011 Cy Young and MVP. They scored 5 runs, collected 10 hits, handing in the loss. Verlander lost his last start, 6-2 in his last, 6-2 in his last 8 starts. Our live coverage begins tomorrow at 6 with Red Sox first pitch. Clay Buchholz is done for the night after 8 innings, getting congratulations from many of his teammates. As Buchholz gets him through 8 with a 5-3 lead. As Boston comes to bat here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Adrian Gonzalez takes ball 1. Phil Koch back on the mound for the Tigers. Gonzalez, Middlebrooks, and Saltalamacchia expected to bat here in the inning. Did he go? No, says Rick Carapazza, third base umpire. Alfredo Aceves warming in the bullpen. Bob Valentine was asked before the game whether or not he'd be available, and he was pretty sure he would be. Threw 37 pitches in his outing last night. That's a strike, and it's 2-1. Threw only 8 pitches on Saturday night. And getting ready for top of the 9th inning that has Young, Bosch, and Peralta scheduled to bat. 5, 6, and 7 for the Tigers. (3-1) to Adrian Gonzalez. Strike 2. into right field, a base hit for Adrian Gonzalez to lead off the bottom of the 8th.
Last 2 at bats, 2 hits for Gonzalez. Was on a breaking ball in the 6th inning. This time a fastball down and in, and he pulls by the second baseman. They did not have the shift on Gonzalez. 2 for 4 night.
So Gonzalez at first base with Will Middlebrooks. Glad to face somebody other than Max Scherzer as he struck out 3 times against Scherzer. And a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Change up by Koch on the first pitch. Middlebrooks anxious to see a left-hander, and he pulls the string on him.
That is strike 2, 0-2.
Back-to-back changeups.
Former Nesson producer and great producer Doug Wheeler here at the ballpark tonight with his family. Grandchildren are here.
Doug's got to go do something about that hat.
0-2 pitch will miss, 1-2.
Needs a little breaking in, or maybe a new one.
Well, he is retired. That was the Nesson hat probably before he retired. One-two is to deep left field for Middlebrooks and gone. Off the stanchion, a 2-run blast by Will Middlebrooks, and the Red Sox take a 7-3 lead.
Well, you mentioned it, Don. Happy to see Scherzer out of the ball game, and Middlebrooks just waiting for a fastball. He didn't see one earlier in the count. He gets one here. It's supposed to be away. It stays inside, and Middlebrooks with the line drive home run.
Now Jared Saltalamacchia is still nobody out. And a ground ball base hit, and left field a base hit. Saltalamacchia, 3rd straight hit for the Red Sox here in the 8th.
Switching around to the right side of the plate where he really hasn't had many at-bats recently. Picks up the base hit, 2nd of the night. Ball down and in, and the ground ball between 3rd and short for Saltalamacchia.
So Saltalamacchia at first base, still nobody out. Ryan Sweeney, the batter. He is 0 for 3 in the game. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes strike 1. Sweeney seems surprised. Hess and Hess Express, proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2012 season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Runner at first, nobody out, 2 runs in. 0-1 to Ryan Sweeney. Down 0-2, and the second time he has shown bunt. And Sebas has sat down now with a 4-run lead. Vicente Padilla is back up again. On the ground right side, diving is Infante's throw from his knees. Gets there in time to get Ryan Sweeney, and a nice play by Omar Infante, and Sweeney is frustrated, robbed of a base hit.
A great play by Infante at second base, covering a lot of ground, diving toward the outfield grass. And from his knees, making the throw to first base. Off contact, that ball looked like it had the hole. Infante covered the hole up quickly.
Tim Leland to the mound to get Phil Koch, who gives up a 2-run home run in this inning. To Will Middlebrooks as Octavio Dotel will make his way in at 7-3 Red Sox. Will Middlebrooks with a 2-run home run. As Kelly Shopping stands in on the right side here. And hits a fly ball out to left center field. From left comes Barry. And he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. Back to second goes Saltalamacchia. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Octavio Dotel comes into the game. Third pitcher of the night for Detroit. His 34th appearance, 3-2. 3.51 earned run average. 33 in the third innings, 48 strikeouts. Opponent's inning at just 218 against Dotel. Relievers with a 3.55 earned run average this year for the Tigers. Pedro Siriaco bats and takes ball one outside. Siriaco with a single in the third inning. Since then he's struck out, flied out, 1 for 3. In the air to shallow left. Out goes Peralta. In comes Barry. The left fielder Barry will make the catch that ends the inning. Will Middlebrooks with a 2-run shot has given the Red Sox a 7-3 lead at the end of 8. brought to you by Southwest Airlines, your New England Subaru dealers, Sullivan Tire, and by the Experience Buick New England Sweepstakes. Now we head to the top of the ninth inning here at Fenway Park, 7-3. Red Sox on top of the Tigers. Delman Young kicking it off here in the ninth inning. Outside 2-0. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Vicente Padilla. 39th appearance, 4-0 with a 3.93 earned run average. 40 strikeouts and 36 2/3, and opponents hitting at .283 against Padilla. Cody Ross taking over in right field for Ryan Sweeney, as Young takes strike one. Young 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice, once into a double play and flied out to center field. 2-1. Ball 3. Brennan Bosch and Johnny Peralta scheduled to bat in the inning. Outside, ball 4, and a leadoff walk allowed by Padilla. Begin things here in the ninth inning. Well, tonight, immediately following Extra Innings Live, join us for a Red Sox final presented by Geico. TC, Jim, and Jenny. They'll preview the pitching matchup between Josh Beckett and Justin Verlander in Game 2 of the series with the Tigers. Also have highlights from around the AL East. It's all coming up after the game, and it's only on NESN. Here's Brennan Bosch. The slow curveball. And a miss for ball 1. He wanted that. Clay Buchholz tonight going 8 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. He walked 2 and struck out 4. Tries it again, and this time it's a strike. 1-1. Back to back from Padilla.
Curveball at 55 miles an hour. Back to back slow curveballs from Padilla.
Two and 1. Padilla giving up 2 hits and 2 runs in his last outing. Day before yesterday in New York. 2-1. He is fouled off to the left. 2-2. Johnny Peralta waiting on deck. Popped up, foul, and out of play. On the ground and through. A base hit for Bosch in the left field, and it's first and second now. Nobody out for the Tigers. They're making some noise here in the ninth.
Now this Tiger lineup very, very dangerous. Never out of a ball game. The walk, now the opposite field base hit by Brennan Bosch.
Bob McClure, the pitching coach, headed out to talk to Padilla. What's time now for the performer of the game? Nothing compares to the work tonight by Clay Buchholz. Pitched very well for the Red Sox. 8 innings. As he would end up striking out 4. Gives up 5 hits, walks 2, and gives up 3 runs as his chance for win number 9 of the season came in at 8-3. Nothing compares to Papagino's. Buy any large pizza and get up to 3 extra large cheese pizzas for just $8 each. Now Padilla working right now, 2 on, nobody out. And Alfredo Aceves back up in the Red Sox pen.
Hello! Hello!
Johnny Peralta, the batter, 0 for 3 in the game tonight. All that was against Clay Buchholz. Strike 1. Tigers 1 for 8 tonight with runners in scoring position. Alex Avila waiting on deck. On the ground towards short, could be 2. Siriaco will touch second, throw to first. It is 2. 2 down in the ninth as Young takes third. 2 big outs for Vicente Padilla.
I thought for sure that Siriaco was going to feed Pedroia at second base, but no. He decides to take it himself. Little track meet to second base to make the tag of the bag and then throw to first base to get the double play.
So 2 outs, Young at third and Alex Avila the batter. Down and in. Good sliding stop from Shopik. Two outs in the ninth inning. Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, to stay with us for WB Mason Red Sox Extra Innings Live. So all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on NESN. That's a strike, 1-1. Red Sox trying to make it 3 in a row. On the ground, fouled by the Red Sox dugout into it. And Padilla has the Tigers down to their last strike. Fenway Park will stand as one. The 1-2 pitch from Padilla. It's a ball outside, 2-2. Didn't miss by a lot, and Shopik tried to bring it back to the corner.
Just missed that outside corner.
Two from Padilla. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the Red Sox win. 7-3. The Red Sox beat the Tigers in Game 1 of the series, and they have won 3 straight. As the Red Sox able to beat Max Scherzer tonight, and Jerry Clay Buchholz very good in this game tonight.
Well, Clay Buchholz has been absolutely outstanding over his recent starts, and to give up only 3 runs to this very potent Detroit lineup tonight, and he did it basically without his curveball tonight. It was fastballs, cut fastballs, and his changeup that was really working for him. Little offensive help from Pedroia, little offensive help from Middlebrooks. Good win for the Red Sox in the first game of a long homestand.
So the Red Sox win it 7-3. For Jerry Remy and Jenny Dell, I'm Don Orsillo saying goodnight from Fenway Park. Join us again tomorrow night for Game 2 of the series. The pitching matchup will be Josh Beckett against Justin Verlander. Our coverage begins at 6 o'clock live from Yawkey Way. It's been a presentation of Nesson, New England's most watched sports network. It's time now for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. Here's Tom Karen.